Hello, my name is Martyr, and this is Let's Play Icy, and thank you for watching. Icy is a survival RPG, guys, with a strong focus on a choose-your-own-adventure style gameplay. In the game, you live in a harsh landscape and must make tough decisions at every turn. It's very reminiscent to me of Richard and Alice, kind of almost like the same universe. There's just forever ice, there's lack of food, there's slavers, there's bandits. It's a crazy universe, it's a sucky universe, but that's the one that you're living in. Some decisions can lead to new allies and some supplies, and some can get your friends killed or even get you killed, depending on what happens. In all, it's a simple game, to be honest with you guys, but not in a bad way. It has a cool narrative, and it's just a really good game to just kind of pick up and play and start playing. It's not really super complicated. You just get right into the narrative, the story, you make your own character, and things start rolling pretty quickly. Icy released on Steam July 2015. It was developed by Inner Void and published by Digital Tribe. You can go ahead and get Icy on Steam for $12.99. Now, of course, if you want, you can click on that big red box up there that says skip to the action, and I'll take you directly to the gameplay, guys. But otherwise, we're going to start off with the options and all that good kind of stuff. Now, the game does have some options on startup. The game does feature 1080p resolution, and it has minute graphical manipulation, ranging from fastest to fantastic. I put it on fantastic on the first startup screen, but it says fastest here. Not really sure what's going on with that, but to be honest with you, mostly the game is just artwork. Like, you know, little avatars and scenes that are kind of painted and look really, really cool, so I don't really think the graphics are kind of affecting things really all that much. But you do have some, options here for sound off, sound on, FX, off and on. And then you have multiple difficulties. This is another area that kind of a little bit confusing. Like there's story, easy, normal, hard, survivor. Now, I'm not sure if story is the easiest or if that's just normal. Or, I'm not really sure. It doesn't really explain what the difficulties are too well. But to be honest with you, I just left it on story because that's kind of what I'm interested in. I'm like, okay, well, I just want to play the story. But I imagine if you want to like ramp up the difficulty for yourself and make things really, really difficult, you could probably jack it up to Survivor, I guess, and it'll like, the statistics will always try to screw you over, I guess. I'm not really sure. But you do have that option. The game does not feature controller support, nor does it have Steam cards or achievements currently. That may change in the future. I have no idea. I know that the game's still being developed and there's still things that are being added to the game itself. Other than that, that kind of covers the options. We're going to go ahead and check out new game here, even though I'm going to be loading into a game. And the reason for that is because there's a little bit of a character creator here. This is kind of a huge, very important thing for you to kind of check out and do. You can make your own character with his own strengths, his own stats, and this will affect how your character's story kind of unfolds. If he's really good, if he's like, I just want him to be super strong, 5 strength, well then he's going to be incredibly strong and you're going to be screwed in other areas of the game. You can also be like, okay, well, I want my guy to be completely like a badass at the bow. And you'll be like, alright, upgrade the bow to maximum. There you go. The highest you can go is 9, but you basically spend all your points on, bow, and you're like the Katniss Everdeen of, bow people, I guess, whatever. You get the basic idea. And it basically, but of course you don't want to do that. You want to kind of spread your points out over as many skills as possible because, you want to be able to handle any situation that you get into. Aside from that, you kind of pick an avatar. There's only 3 to choose from for men. And there's also 3 to choose from females, which I think that's kind of my favorite one. That's actually the one I chose because I thought she looked really, really cool and badass. But yeah, that's kind of it as far as the character creator goes, and then you kind of just get straight into the story, which that's why I'm going to hit back really quick and load up into a game. This is the game that I've been playing for a little while now. About, I would say, an hour and a half at the most. It's a really simplistic game, guys. Your character has amnesia. She doesn't remember anything, basically, before she found this tribe of people. Whoops, nope. Didn't mean to do that. Crap. Reload. Load. What the balls? Okay. There we go. Okay. So she basically found this tribe of people. They took care of her. They took her in, and that's kind of how the story starts. And then your tribe starts going through troubles. You get captured, and you're elected the new leader. I don't want to spoil too much because it's a game that's very focused on its narrative. It's very focused on its story. So telling you more would be kind of a disservice to the game. So let's talk about the UI here. There's lots of little buttons here, and the game does have a tutorial system, but you kind of have to go out of your way to look for it. It's this question mark right here on the bottom right. You have to click on that for actually you to figure out what anything really does. But basically, it's a very simplistic UI. You can kind of click around the map and move around areas. You can also see, let's see if actually I can just drag it. There's little checkpoints, little thumbtacks basically on the map there that you can go to get to different areas for you to kind of explore. But those also kind of help you progress in your quests, all sorts of stuff. So, speaking of quests, this is your diary, which is basically your quest tracker. It says, go to the Wind Tower and talk to Robert, Jerome's friend, who may know something about the high-tech bandits that kidnapped your friends. That is, again, story elements. I don't want to get into too much. You'll probably have a little bit of spoilers in this particular video. I apologize for that, but there's really no way to avoid it. Right here, the button to that right is basically what you chose. I try to make this character a little bit well-rounded. I wanted her to be good at scavenging, and okay at hunting, okay at exploration, but really good at... I wanted to be a good scavenger. Now, one thing I can say that kind of hacked me off a little bit is that I chose firearms, and that kind of backfired. Because bullets are actually a currency in the game, and a resource that you use. So I kind of screwed myself by choosing bullets. But, you know, oh well, la-di-da, no big deal. It was just something that happened. But you can also choose bows or melee, or whatever have you. And this just shows you how I kind of arranged my stats, as it were. I probably shouldn't have put a point in intimidation. That's kind of stupid. But this shows you your party, how they're doing, how their health is. This is very important. Why? Because, well, you will enter scenes where your party, your family, whatever you want to call it, will enter battle. And you'll battle against bandits or other survivors, whatever have you, and then they will start getting sick, and they could possibly die, and if you don't take care of them with the medicine that you have, which as you can see right there is about 16 right there on the top, right? They'll die, and then you'll affect the story, and everything could end up bad. It's multiple chance. I guess there's probably going to be multiple endings. I'm not really 100% sure about that, though. There's inventory system, which you can see right here. There's lots of different kinds of items. Can I equip this? I guess I can. Well then, la-di-da. I should have done that a long time ago. Yeah, I didn't know about this. Okay. Can I take that? No. Can I take the knife? Wasn't there a knife or something? No? I guess I can only have one weapon now? Oh, there we go. Perfect. I'm equipped. What does this do for me? I have no idea. It doesn't really explain. It does give you a little bit of information, but I really don't know what this affects as far as statistics go. Maybe it just affects things when you actually get into combat, which we'll probably at some point do in this particular video. But anyways, going on, that's your inventory screen. The top right is your options. Up here is the ability to speak to all your party members, all the ones that you've recruited. Or found basically throughout your journey. And then this is the number of supplies you have here on the right side of the screen, ranging from medicine, food, frack. Man, this thing's really sensitive to touch. Ranging from fuel, bullets, and that's kind of it. On the bottom here are the other options, basically for hunting and scavenging and to look at the map. And that's kind of it. Let me re-equip those items really quick here, and then we'll start rocking and rolling. I put my gun in my hands, a knife, a jacket, and then there we go. Okay, so basically our objective is to head towards this little sucker, so that's what we're going to do. And this is kind of it. You basically kind of burning through supplies as you move forward. You're kind of constantly moving towards an objective. Maybe I want to heal my party a little bit. Anybody severely hurt? You're kind of really hurt. Let's heal you. That's it? That's all it costs? Really? Alright, we'll wait. Keep moving. The Wind Tower. So this is kind of like a map screen, basically. You can check out the different parts of town, go to the marketplace, meet the local leader, go to the local inn. Let's go to the local inn. You enter inside... Oh, by the way, I should mention there's a lot of reading in Icy, guys. A lot of reading. You enter inside the building, a big building with glowing sign on there. There's just a few people scattered around, sitting at the tables. Most of them are locals, eating, drinking something. Place is well lit, and there's a good smell of food. Talk to the innkeeper. Approach the girl. All right. Hello. You go near the girl and you notice she's actually reading an old dirty book. She notices you and raises her eyes. May I help you with something? Ask about the book. It's strange to see a reader. Nothing, it's strange to see someone reading. I know, I was lucky to have a good teacher. Books are a perfect distraction from our boring life. I agree with you. Assuming you have the right book for the right moment. That's exactly my current problem. I'm running out of books and soon I'll be desperate that I'll have to read instruction manuals. Ask about her. Who are you? I'm Jane, the boss's daughter. It may seem to you that I have an easy life, but someday I'll be the one in charge, and I don't know if I'll ever be ready for that day. Ask about her father. My father's leader of this place. He's a good man. That's why the Wind Tower is always open to travelers for any kind. He's not perfect, that's for sure, but at least I'm not ashamed of him. Alright, leave. We'll go. Bye. Talk to the innkeeper. While walking to the counter, the innkeeper nods. How can I help you, traveler? Buy some food. I need something to eat. What can you tell me about the settlement? Most likely anything you'd want to know, but I don't have much work, so feel free to ask. And obviously we get a whole lot of options here for us to ask him. So let's ask about, is it safe to live here? Of course it is. We have no problem keeping away bandits or other external threats. The biggest problem is when we need to go outside our walls to get food or other supplies. We don't know the outside world like you nomads do. Okay, this is a nice inn. My father built it many years ago. I just added to the second floor, blah, blah, blah. My wife and I cook the food, serve some hot drinks. It's easy work, but it keeps you busy all day. Okay, cool. Ask about eventual problems. Did you have any problems? Sometimes, especially when we need to do something outside, but we managed to survive. Okay. Let's stop asking questions. Let's buy some food, baby. So maybe we can trade crap. I would like some food. So obviously this is my inventory screen if I had to guess. Yeah, if I had to guess, this is totally my inventory screen. Ammo you will get, ammo you will have to pay. So again, that's kind of like the thing I was kind of angry about. Showing you that kind of you can get screwed over. They have no food though. I don't see any food anywhere, so what the hell's the point? Wait, so if I like... Can I click on their food? Oh, okay. Okay, oh I see, okay. So I want all your food. Amount of ammo in the deal. Holy crap. 120? Man, food is expensive. Alright. One thing of fuel. You have no fuel. One thing of medicine. Costs 8 bullets. My god. Maybe you're going to run into a lot of bullets in this game if I had to guess. Alright, so that was the inn. Let's go to the marketplace. You reach market area. There are different booths, shops around. This is the only place in the entire settlement that seems live. Approach the food trader, tools trader. Let's see that guy. One of the top house there quite on which this word shitty tools is written. A boy in his 20s greets you. Welcome travelers, I will satisfy all your desires. Oh my, all my desires, will you? I'm guessing this is kind of the same spiel. He has stuff that we can buy. A trap, grappling hooks, heavy clothes, torches, hammers, rope, torch. That's kind of cool. I have no idea what any of this stuff does. Nor was it ever explained to me, but that's okay. Let's go back to the marketplace. Let's go to the weapons guy. You enter the particularly well-built brick house inside. You see an old man surrounded by innumerable weapons placed on tables and shelves all around the store. He raises his eye and greets Jerome. How are you, old man? Not too bad, mate, not too bad. I'm so happy to see you. What brings you here? I thought you decided to leave the Vale some time ago. We had a little problem. That's the reason why we're here. I think you can help us with this one. Sure, feel free to ask anything you need, except for weapons. You'll have to pay for them. Don't worry, you greedy bastard. We just need information. Several days ago, we were attacked by some bandits. They captured us and brought us with them. Suddenly some well-equipped effers came out of nowhere, and I can assure you I've never seen people with such nice equipment. They had high-tech stuff. They weren't just some random bandits. I suspect they're a mercenary group. Mercenaries, you say? Well, it's hard to see mercenaries around here, but I may know the man who could lead you to them. His name is Fang. He's quite a loner, but we kind of became friends, and he always pays me a visit when he's here at the Wind Tower. I warn you, those mercenaries sound dangerous, and chasing them doesn't look like the best idea to me. Anyway, you will find Fang south of here. He lives alone in a hut. Here, let me show it on your map. Well, at least we have a track to follow now. Thank you very much, Robert. No problem. Is there something else I can do for you? I'd like to buy some wares. What kind of weapons do you have, sir? Dynamite, Molotov cocktails, a handgun? How about if I wanted this? 96 bullets. I have no money. Goodbye, sir. We'll go meet the local leader. Local leader, Maximilian, lives in a big house not too far from the tower. There's a bell next to the door. You ring it after a couple minutes, he comes to welcome you. Does he have a bullet? Oh, it's a 13. I was like, does he get shot? Can I ask him questions? I don't have much time. If you want to chat, feel free to talk to my citizens, but if you need something important, then go on. Do you have some work for us? Work? Let me think. There may be something for you to do, if you don't mind wandering around ancient cities. There's a city not far from here with a big church here. Let me show you a place on your map. We could really use some sacred objects. Anything you find there, books, crosses, icons. The more you bring me, the higher the rewards you'll get. We need more faith than anything in these dark times. Alright. Cool, so we got some quests, we got some stuff we can do. Let's save really quick. Again, very, choose your own adventure strapola. Choose your own adventure style thing. Let's see here. I think that's the ancient town, and that's the... Oh, my. Let's look at the map here. Hold on. Oh, no. Okay, I see him. He's there. The church is there. So let's go to the church. It's going to blow a lot of food, but we can do it. There's no way to hustle him, I will say that much. It was kind of annoying. Move faster! Faster! Uh-oh. You're slowly walking on the trails just like any other when the weather starts to rapidly change. A storm is coming and you better find shelter before it strikes. We must hurry, we don't have much time. You start walking faster in desperate search for a decent shelter, but you're far away from any building. Snow starts to fall on the ground in just a few minutes. It becomes thicker and thicker. Your visibility drops down. You're barely able to see a spew. Oh, my goodness. Tongue twister, I apologize. You're barely able to spot what's a few yards from you. April, where are you? April's voice is weak and distant, and you can barely understand what she says. I'm here, I'm coming. I just stumbled on a rock. Chief, I'm going to find her. I won't leave her in the storm. We can't split up. We're all going to find her. No, take the others to safety. Just light a big fire. We'll find you. Carlos starts running and disappears in the falling snow. You keep walking, hoping to find some place to stay, but you're free to sink in the snow. Each step is harder than the one before. You feel the cold wind on your face, and the snow is completely covering you. If you don't find shelter, you'll die soon. Sudden gust of wind throws you on the ground. You hit your head on something metallic. A piercing pain flows down your head, and your sight fades for some seconds. Stand up, please stand up. Don't die here. Ava is tugging you, and you immediately recover your senses. After some seconds, you finally manage to stand up again, but you're not able to see anyone. The group is completely scattered, and you are alone with Ava. I'm glad you're okay. Did you see the others were directed? No, I saw you falling on the ground hitting something, so I came to see if you were alright. Let's go. Please hold my hand when I get lost in the storm. Sure, give me your hand, let's go. You keep walking when you finally find a guardrail, and there's badly damaged fence near it. Let's follow the guardrail. I think we should follow the guard. You follow the guardrail and feel after a couple minutes you spot a gas pump. There's a building near it, and that could be a decent shelter. Go into the building to protect yourself from the storm. You finally find a shelter. As soon as you enter, you feel better. The place is good protection from the storm. The place is warm on the outside, but you need a fire to regain some heat, since you can barely feel your arms and legs. Ava is shaking badly, and you're barely able to speak. I'm so cold. I'll start a fire. You start a fire using the stuff you find around. The place is full of crap that you can burn, and you easily start to manage a good fire. You need to gather around the small fire, craving their heat while your entire body seems frozen to the bones. Some more finally starts flowing in your hand, your muscles slowly stop trembling, you'll be able to survive. The time passes and the storm finally ends, leaving behind a clear sky. You feel the temperature raising, now you only need to find your companions. Ava has regained her skin color and seems to be a lot better now. She stands up, puts her backpack on. I'm ready to go, let's find the others. You start gathering your things while you see a smoke column raising toward the sky. At least someone has survived. It takes a while to reach the place, but finally you see a big pyre in front of an isolated house. You see Demetrius throwing some wood onto the fire. I was waiting for you, glorious leader. I'm glad to see you alive. When we lost you in the storm, I feared the worst. I'm glad to see you all walking on this frozen world, too. Where are the others? I don't know. My guidance, the storm scattered us like snowflakes. We're lucky they're alive and walking towards this fire. You suddenly hear a distant scream. As you focus the sound, you clearly discern the word help. You hear that? You start running towards April's voice, and after a few seconds, you're able to see the problem. The building collapsed, and Carlos is trapped inside. Thank God you're here. Carlos went inside to do some quick check of the place, and the damn roof collapsed on his head. I hate this world. Are you hurt, Carlos? Am I hurt? A bloody roof fell on me. Of course I'm hurt. You hear some noise, and when you turn to find out where it's coming from, you see that guy, running towards you. What's happening here? Carlos is trapped below the rubble. The building looks old, so it wasn't a smart idea to go into it right after a storm. The snow's weight broke the roof. Thank God we have your brilliant mind to point out the obvious. Screw you, Carlos. I'm not the one who ignored reason to walk into a deadly trap. You're lucky to be alive. Please, guys, do not fight. We have to save him. It's better to get to work. It will take some time. Let's be careful. We need to act with light hand and patient caution on the entire building will collapse. We'll waste half a day just getting him out of it. We're saving his life. It's not wasted time. I know. It's just annoying spending time saving him from his own recklessness. You spend some time digging Carlos out while what's-his-name keeps complaining, and April doesn't help the mood. After more than an hour, Carlos is finally free. Oh god, you okay? Carlos slips to reach a rock, sits on it, holding a leg on his hand. Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks, guys. Is it broken? I hope not. It just hurts, but I think it will soon pass. Why did you enter in there? It was clearly dangerous. Look at the wood. It's completely rotted. Shut up. We've been through worse places. I was just unlucky, that's all. Unlucky? You were an idiot. We were scattered around. You decided to enter in there? That's just stupid. Go to hell. Do you think you're some sort of wise man? This is not the right moment. We need to get going as soon as possible. If you want to continue with this childish spat, wait until we make camp. Carlos stands up, walks away, trying to hide the pain coming from his legs. I didn't start. I don't want to continue it. Let's go back and take our belongings. Your group starts to packing up. In a few minutes, you're ready to go. There's some tension in the air, but no one's arguing anymore. Good God. So that was just one random event that could occur. There's lots of those I have a feeling are going to be popping up. Let's go to this freaking city, finally. So at least you can see what that's like. The ancient church is not hard to spot, since it's probably the most beautiful building you ever saw, despite the damage of the time. Look at this place. That's one of the biggest buildings I've ever seen. This church was a holy place. Let's hope that people have shown a little respect to the house of Lord. They can't respect other people. How do you expect them to respect beauty or holiness? There are some really religious people, you know. Yeah, I met a lot of them. A big wooden door stands in front of you, slightly open, nothing but silence comes from the inside. Go inside. You go through the doors and you start to smell the scent of rotten meat. Despite the chaos, the church is still quite beautiful and its colorful windows allow some light to enter inside the building. This place smells like dead animals. I'm afraid soon we'll discover why. Jerome looks around for a moment. Did you hear that too? The place seems safe inside, but the lightning is pouring and you can't really see if there's something dangerous ahead of you. You start beating on the wall with a stick. After some seconds, you hear some faint noises coming from the darkest depths of the church. You're unable to see anything. I bet most nomads finally died because of something evil hiding in the darkness. Bloody darkness everywhere. The ancients relied too much on their lights. I think this church was built before mankind discovered the miracles of electric energy, but don't ask me why they like dark and gloomy places like this. You take a closer look around. A lot of bones are scattered around. Most of them seem really old. You're unable to see anything that looks human. There are bones everywhere. Let's take what we need and leave as far as we can go. Go ahead and reach the pedestal. You start to walk towards the pedestal, but you hear some strange noises again. This time everyone hears them and it becomes clear that there's something bigger than a rat inside the church. After a couple seconds, everything is calm again. You look into the darkest areas trying to discover the source of a mysterious noise, but you're able to spot anything. What, did you hear that? That sounded like something big and hungry. Keep your weapons ready. There could be a mutant around here. You turn your attention back to the pedestal and what you see is strange. There are various objects on the pedestal and they seem to have been used recently. The strange composition is mostly made of what you are searching for. When you're about to touch a beautiful decorated bell, you hear some monstrous growls coming from the darkness. Whoa. Demetrius throws her torch into the darkness and you see something horrible. 3 mutants are looking at you with an expression of pure rage and you can see more of them moving in the darkness. Holy crap, they're everywhere? It's hard to tell how many there are, but there's at least a dozen beasts lurking in the dark. The main path leading out of the church is blocked. What are they? God-worshipping mutants? Why do they care about some crosses? This place was built to impress people with the power of God, and they are more than human, you think. The mutants are not attacking you, they just keep making human sounds, looking at you as if threatening you to leave the objects untouched. Wow, I don't like any of these. I don't like any of these choices. Let's just dash and run. Alright, so this will basically give you a quick example of how the fighting works in this game. So this is kind of it, basically. It's kind of broken down into this simple party, this menu-esque thing. It shows you the balance of the combat, your hit points, the group's hit points, the morale of the party, and then the enemy's hit points and the morale. You can fall back, basically trying to gain a position, basically take a little bit less damage. It doesn't always really work out very well, or you can attack them with melee weapons. We're going to try attacking them with melee weapons and see what happens. Enemies receive 52 hit points and 10 morale points. So we did pretty good there, and now it's going to take us to kind of like a personable situation. 2 mutants are right ahead of you, eager to kill you. So I'm going to blast them, because again, I'm pretty good with guns. Shoot them before they come too close. Pow! Dead! We're going to attack them again. And the morale hits 0, which means we won the battle. If you mutants survive run away, and you're finally able to take the sacred objects without anyone disturbing you. Explore the inner rooms. You open a small door and start walking through a dark corridor. You see many rooms, but there's nothing useful in them. At least you find a solid door, but it's locked. That's going to take care of it. With pleasure. Runs towards the door and smashes through. The path is now clear. You find a strange scene inside. There are old skeletons, ragged clothes, clearly the remains of ancient people. One of them seems to be the corpse of a priest, and near the body you find some other valuable sacred objects and a diary. You take the stuff and walk away. Super sweet! Alright, well that kind of is going to be just kind of like a quick example of what the game's like, guys. You can see what I was talking about. It's just very much a choose-your-own-adventure style game. A lot of cool elements to it. While traveling, you approach a group of well-equipped nomads. They greet you and tell you that they're traveling merchants specialized in what they ask if you want to take a look at their merchandise. We're going to say refuse their offer. You refuse and walk away. Okay. What we need is food, man. We're going to starve. Your sleep is again haunted by strange dreams. You dream again about yourself in a different time and place, in places made of metal and electric lights. Hey, wake up. They gave us a new task. A man is talking. He looks familiar. Oh, this is obviously memories. Yeah, because your character has amnesia. Yeah, I know, but we have to go. You see a woman entering the room and smiling at you. So wake up and prepare yourself. The scene suddenly disappears. You're now weak and aching, capable of seeing only white and gray, and you feel like you're freezing. You wake up sweating and breathing heavily. You're in the tent, and the sun is rising. It's time to go. Oh, interesting. Running out of food, by the way. I'm kind of worried about that. You suddenly spot some smoke from the distance and decide to see what's happening. Apparently some bandits attacked the nomad. Finally, you find a lone survivor, barely alive, that asks you to give him some food. Otherwise, she will starve to death. I don't have food to give. By the way, there's a lot. That's kind of one thing to mention. There's a lot of grammatical errors, like for instance, she, but give him. I've noticed that. There's also times where they've referred to the main character as a dude instead of a girl. I'm gonna refuse, by the way, because I have no food. Heartless, I know. Let's meet the local leader, give him his stuff. The local leader, blah, blah, blah. Green Sherlock can help you. Complete quest. Good, let me see what you got. You really brought me plenty of stuff, and all good. I'm going to pay you 150 bullets for everything. It's a very nice sum of money. Try to get some more. It wasn't easy to face the mutants to get those items. We risked our lives, and we barely escaped from the place alive. Apparently, he's not going to give us some more money. Which we'll probably use to buy more food and get the adventure going, guys. But I think that's going to be it for this particular video. It's a really cool game. Very, a lot of text-heavy game, a lot of reading, very narrative-driven. But I like the fact it's very multiple choice. You can go in many different directions, and you always have to, keep your eye on surviving, which is pretty awesome, I think, guys. In all, it has really cool art, pretty good sound effects, decent music. It's a cool game. Definitely suggest check it out if you're a person who enjoys, those narrative-driven games and, kind of having the ability to kind of just go in many different directions and have multiple endings. It has a lot of replay value, too, because you can make different kinds of characters that can handle different situations. It all really depends on what you make at the beginning of the game, and also the decisions you make, which is kind of sweet, too, kind of like the Banner Saga. So yeah, guys, that's going to wrap it up. I want to say big thanks to the developer and publisher for a chance to check out this title. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and share, and I'll keep bringing you awesome indie games, guys. If you really enjoyed this video, maybe consider hitting up my Patreon page or my tip jar. If you're feeling generous of heart, all donations go to improving the channel or future giveaways. Until next time, guys, play more indie games.